everybody, and you are listening to Keisha Company. I'm your host, Keisha, and I'm so glad you are joining us here today. We have Jonathan Smith with us. You guys, he was with us last week, and I'm excited to have him back. I had to bring him back because he has a company called Bulletproof Workouts. And look, Bulletproof. I ain't gonna lie, I do not work out. Okay, I do work out. That I take the donut from the table.
Oh, not the donut.
Look, yeah, you see this muscle right here? This is from lifting donuts.
Oh, lifting donuts.
Exactly.
A fork in his hand, spoon in his hand.
Exactly. I run to the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm excited to have him here today. I want him first to introduce himself and Bulletproof Workout.
Yeah, so my name is Jonathan Smith. I also go by TeflonJohn. Got a brand called Bulletproof Workout. So my goal is to protect your health, one workout at a time. And basically it all started, with me just becoming a personal trainer, trying to motivate people, and just learning that workouts can transcend you. You know what I mean? Like you can become a better person spiritually from working out. Working out gives you a different level of discipline in your life that I think you can only get like through like the military or something like that. So
right.
Yeah. I love it.
Wow, that is amazing. So you already know how it goes. I got some questions for you.
Okay.
When did you start Bulletproof?
Bulletproof, mentally I started in 2012 when I became a trainer. Like even though I worked at a gym, and in my mind I've always been like an entrepreneur, somebody that wanted to do my own thing and cut the middleman. So mentally in 2012, I would say about 2013, 2014, that's when I started branching out, like going to people's houses,
right.
Doing private classes.
Right. So in 2012, were you already working out yourself?
Oh yeah. So I was working out. I've always been an athlete. I went to EC class. Shout out to the Hilltoppers.
Boo. My kids are heritage.
Hilltoppers for life.
County.
But it was one thing that when I graduated, all I did was work, and then I went to school for a little bit, and I just worked. And I missed that competitive edge. I think when you're a competitor, that never dies.
Right.
And lifting weights kind of connected me back to that edge.
Yeah. So when the last time we were here, we were talking about some issues you had, some struggles that you had. Did Bulletproof, or was Bulletproof born from those struggles that you had? Did you turn to this as a way of getting, I guess I want to say, completely whole?
Yeah, I would say yeah, because I remember going through rough times, and working out it's like going to church. It was like a physical and a spiritual cleanse. Like I would go hit the weights, release a lot of stress. It was times I could think to myself, and at the same time I was helping my body out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I remember getting into it. I separated my shoulder, and I went through physical therapy for like 8 months trying to rehab my shoulder, and I had never saw that side of working out where not only can you look good, but hey, we can actually help rebuild people.
Right.
And rehabilitate them, and I love that part, and that's why I became a trainer. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was reading today, and the website I was on, it said, everyone knows that regular exercise is good for the body, but exercise is also one of the most effective ways to improve your mental health. It has been said that exercise relieves stress, improves memory, helps you sleep better, and boosts overall mood. Do you, as a personal trainer and someone who indulged in exercise before you became a personal trainer, do you see the benefits it has on your mental health?
Oh yeah, like mentally it cleanses you. Because like I said, stress. Like when your body's under stress, you have good and bad stress.
Right.
So if you work a lot, that's stress. And what your body does, you have a hormone called cortisol, and it will produce too much of that.
Right.
And if you don't have a way to relieve that stress, especially like physically, if you're doing anything physical, that's the best way to relieve stress. You know what I mean? And so it keeps you keeps you off edge.
Yeah, in balance.
Yeah. And then, like I said, when you're working out, most people have their music, so they're more in tune. And you'll be surprised, like when you find yourself caring about your body and doing things from that nature to really care about your mental health, everything trickles down, and you'll find yourself really caring about your temple. You know what I'm saying? You'll be really keeping your temple holy without thinking about it.
Right.
Because you're really denying a lot of stuff, like certain foods, certain activities. So you really care about your health. And before you know it, you'll be becoming a better person.
Right, absolutely. I agree with all of that. Now, here comes a hard question.
Okay.
For people like me who do not work out, how many days should we work out? okay, how many days as a beginner should you work out? And then as you get, I guess, more in depth with it, how many days should you work out then?
Okay, I would say for a beginner, you always want to, you know what I'm saying, give yourself time to adapt. So never overcomplicate, never overthink anything. So I would say for a beginner, just pick a couple of days and stick with it. So if it's 2 days, you be honest to your 2 days, give your all during your 2 days and stick with it. Because you never want to set a goal that's so far-fetched that it's going to kill your confidence when you break it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you have a lot of people that go after all these big goals, and when they slip, you know what I mean, it kills their confidence. So what you want to do is start small. So say 2 days a week, you work out your 2 days a week. I don't care if it's 10 or 15 minutes. Do that, and what that's going to do is increase confidence.
Right.
And it's going to increase your morale. Like, hey, I'm working out 2 days. And then you increase to 3, then to 4. So my thing is start small and then build. You don't want to start too big and fall off and never go back.
Right. I love actually what you just said. You said that sometimes if you start too big, it can actually damage your confidence and you may not want to do it again.
Yeah.
So should we set realistic goals, or do you think that adds pressure to us when we do that?
Well, I think goals must be transparent and realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, when you have a vision, like the overall goal, like for an example, when you're setting goals, you should go through a certain process. So if you're setting a goal of 100 pounds lost, right? That's cool, 100 pounds in a year, but you must give yourself short deadlines. So how does that 100 pounds break down in a month? How does that 100 pounds break down in a week? You know what I mean? So you should set small goals of 2 pounds per week. That adds up to 8 pounds per month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So you're not going to tackle this thing overnight. That's one thing I hate about the fitness industry. Between Instagram models and fake butts and all this to the overnight pill. And a lot of people are taking, you know, crazy diet pills and stimulants that are speeding up their heart rate to lose weight. But you don't know if your body's healthy enough to actually hold, you know, to actually handle this medicine or these supplements.
Right.
So you have a lot of people that look good, but they're not necessarily healthy.
Wow, that's actually a mouthful right there, because you think that if these people are in the gym, if they're exercising, like their body has got to be fit. But if they're really putting all these foreign objects in their body, they may actually not be as fit as we think.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's like when it comes to being obese, a lot of people contribute that with body fat. But you can be obese flipped, you know, on the other side, having too much muscle.
Right.
And it's bad for your heart, eating all the protein. You have a lot of meat products that's packed with saturated fat. You're not doing cardio. Because a lot of people, to gain a lot of mass, they don't do a lot of cardio. So that's where you see a lot of these guys that are heavy bodybuilders have coronary artery disease, a lot of heart defects. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to actually working out, people that are under the sound of my voice, you have to work out and engage your actual workouts and your progress by body composition, overall nutrition, body health. Because if you're just looking at the aesthetics, you'll do anything to achieve that goal, which may compromise your overall health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you gauge all three, like you look in the mirror, and then you're gauging it by your performance. So your performance, your body composition, and your overall health. If you're working out and you're doing everything the way you should, all three of these things should be a factor. So for example, if you're working out and you're crushing it, right, you may not have went up in your bench press this week, but you may have knocked, 45 seconds off of your mile. You know what I'm saying? And then you look in the mirror and you say, okay, well, the scale's not moving, but I'm looking better. You want to gauge these, gauge your results by all of these, because what happens is people fall for the aesthetics and they do anything to achieve it, whether it be fad diets where you're not eating. That's when you have all these eating disorders. You have a lot of people that live for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? So then you have these guys taking pro-hormones at an early age, and at 18, your testosterone is the highest that it could be.
Right.
But you have 18-year-olds taking steroids to look good,
right.
for Instagram pictures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you're damaging your body, you're increasing your chances for cancer. You know what I'm saying? So the fitness industry can be a very ugly industry. You know what I mean? When it comes to, pushing products, when it comes to, pushing, t-shirts and brands.
Yeah.
You can really kill yourself trying to become healthy.
Wow.
If you don't do it the right way.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, we are live on Facebook, so if you have any questions for Jonathan, shoot them over right now and I'll ask him. We're talking about fitness. So let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
What or should we eat before a workout?
Now, that's going to be a little controversial. So let's start with diabetics. If you're a diabetic, you're going to have some type of small snack prior to working out, because your body's going to be depleted of glycogen. Glycogen is stored sugar in the muscles. So I actually had somebody pass out from a workout because they didn't eat prior. They weren't diabetic, but they probably didn't eat that much during the day, which they told me.
Right.
And what happens with diabetics is, if you don't have any stored glycogen, your pancreas not producing insulin the way it should, your sugar will drop until you're in a diabetic coma. You know what I'm saying? So I would, diabetics, consult with your doctor, eat a small snack. And if your goal is to lose weight, I would say just do caffeine, black coffee. You know what I'm saying? So do some black coffee, some type of caffeine. Because let me tell you, your body's going to burn whatever's available. Whatever you put in your mouth, your body's going to burn. So an hour prior to a workout, if you're eating, during that workout, your body's going to process what you just ate first before it touches any amount of body fat. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if your goal is to put on pounds or put on mass, you want to eat something small prior to your workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you this, because when we talk about fitness, we always think about the obese person or that person that wants to lose weight, right? I'm a little person, and for 25 years, I've been trying to gain weight. It ain't happening.
You gotta eat.
So, yeah, I do.
You gotta eat. But it's crazy.
Maybe I'm not eating the right thing.
Well, you're probably not eating enough. See, basically what a calorie is the amount of energy in food. That's all it is. So like layman's terms, it's the amount of energy in food. So you have what they call a BMR, basal metabolic rate. Meaning if you lay down for 24 hours and did not fall asleep, your body's going to burn a certain amount of calories per day. So in order to gain weight, you got to be in what they call a caloric surplus. So you got to be 250 to 500 calories above that. In order to lose weight, you got to be in a caloric deficit. So if you've been maintaining weight like my cousin, he's probably been eating the same amount of calories probably every day. Then your activity level has a lot to play with it too. So if you're trying to gain weight and you're highly active, you got to eat more to compensate for those calories that you're actually losing.
Right. Well, I did a test one time, and it was like I had to take in 3,500 calories per day.
You was getting 3,500.
No, I could only do it for 2 days. It was terrible. I couldn't do it.
It's a lot of food. Now, in time, your stomach will actually stretch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I remember when I was bulking, I was 210, and I started to cut down. And I got used to not eating all that food. And it was something about feeling like food is attached, where you gotta eat, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I tried to go back up, put my size on, it took me about 2 months just for my stomach to stretch to get used to food, because I was getting full so quick. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Wow. So for those people that are trying to gain or lose, how long should it take them to achieve their goals?
See, it all depends.
Is it personal?
Yeah, it's all personal. Because see, you can have some women or some men that may have a thyroid issue. So you have underactive thyroids. That means you're going to have a very slow metabolism. It's going to be very hard for you to lose weight. Some people have high metabolism. Some people work a desk job all day. Some people work a job where they're out, doing construction. So it all depends on your activity level. All depends on your body. So there's really no cookie cut formula to anyone. They have something called the law of individual difference, and it's basically what works for me may not work for you, may work for him. So just because something's working for me, doesn't mean that's what you should do. And that's one thing I love about fitness, because it's forever evolving. It's always some new information. And you just do the research and see what's going on now. Like you see a lot of keto diet. So there's always some type of crazy fad going on. And basically that's just the Atkins diet from back in the day. So it just the trends change so much. So it's just you doing your research.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, get a relationship with your doctor.
Right.
Develop a relationship with your doctor and talk to him.
Yeah.
Don't tell your homegirl or your homeboy all your personal business, and then they have it out here in the street of everything you got going on. See, your doctor, he got to sign, I think it's the Hippocratic, he got to take the Hippocratic oath. You can sue him.
Right.
You're not suing your homeboy, giving you $5 and some jawbreakers.
Anyway.
So one key to being healthy is what I want to preach, especially for the black community. Know what you're up against. If there was a missile about to hit this radio station right now, we would be about it.
Right.
So if you know your family medical history, if you know, okay, this disease, they run rampant in my mom's family, okay, these diseases run rampantly in my father's family. Okay, why don't you start the preventative care now? You know what I'm saying? Before you wait to get it.
Yeah. Look, I did not come here to be preached to, but you just preached to me because I really don't take the time to know all that. Like, we really just go through life thinking everything is cool.
Very important.
Right, but within us, our body really could be breaking down and we don't even know.
Let me tell you, like, I didn't know, was it 2 years ago I found out that my dad had survived prostate cancer. Like, his sister called me. We don't really have a good relationship. Then I found out that it ran rampant on all the men, his side of the family. They started as early as 24, 22 years old, showing signs of, prostate cancer. So what I did, I called my doctors, like, hey, look, I just found this out. This runs rampant in my dad's family. Like, what are we going to do? He came up with a plan. So when we did the yearly, I think a month later, we did a blood test for my PSA. And he checks it. So now, so now every year we look out for that. And now me knowing that, I eat foods that help prostate health. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on doing the research, because in the black community, we're predisposed due to certain diet habits. And if you notice, like, some of the stuff that we eat culturally stems back from slavery.
Absolutely.
So many ways to eat the pig. But this is what they had left over. So we're eating a lot of high starchy diets. We're becoming, the highest growing, race of diabetics in the world, high blood pressure. So we got to really know what we're up against. You know what I mean? Because people are dying early in our community.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you're saying. I want you, before we go, look, you on live, so you can do it if you want.
Okay.
But what's one exercise everybody could do that will help them to maintain, what can I say? Really not the weight or lose weight, but really to keep them healthy, the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking about health, it's two things that most people overlook, and that's your heart and that's your mind, right? And
Right.
your heart is one of the most overlooked, because when you're eating, like, think about this, your internal organs are what you can't see, and those are really being damaged. So you just want to stay active. Just get up and get active, and that's basic. Whether you take a walk for an hour, whether you jog, but you can do basic calisthenics at home. So you can do 10 push-ups, you can do 10 sit-ups, and you can do 10 burpees. You can do like 5 rounds of that. Or set a running clock and run that for 5 minutes. Just basic exercise. 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 burpees. And that's just anything, and there's no excuse why we can't be healthy now, because everybody that's watching this Facebook Live has a smartphone. Smartphones have this thing called Google. Google has this thing called YouTube. And you can type in home workouts. So you don't need any equipment. You can work out outside. But the thing that I want you guys to really know is, don't overcomplicate it. Start with what you have. You know what I mean? So if you don't have money for a gym membership, if you don't have money for dumbbells, go for a walk. Take your dog outside, take your kids outside, run around the park, play volleyball, play basketball. Let me tell you, riding a bike is free if you have one. Walking is free. Running is free. So there are many things that you can do to be healthy. Let me tell you, having your health and being healthy is like putting money in the bank. Because when you need it, it's there. You know what I mean? You don't want to reach a point to where you find out that you got some terminal illness or something, and your body really needs to fight for you, and it can't do it because you're not healthy.
Right. I agree. I'm going to go home tonight. No, I'm not. I'm going to get there. I'm going to try.
Just I'm telling you, start small. You know, the best goals are the smallest ones first, because once you start to tackle those, then it builds confidence.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, you got me feeling guilty, because I'm going home and making some fried pork chops, cornbread, macaroni and cheese, like, for real.
Wow.
I know, right? Now I feel guilty.
You really get it.
I'm going to feel guilty, but tomorrow, I'm going to eat that tonight, and then tomorrow, I'm going to start working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be honest, like I said, just be honest with your goals, be honest with your nutrition.
Yeah, you're right.
Honesty is key.
That's right. You're not hurting nobody but your own self.
You're really killing yourself. And you'd be surprised, like, carbohydrates is like the crack cocaine of the United States. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TeflonJohn. I appreciate you guys checking out the show. I appreciate you guys, just following me, sharing my broadcast. Shout out to Tony Cam, Keisha and the Keisha Company Show. Hey, look, just continue to strive to be healthy. You know, tonight's episode was just about health and fitness, so continue to strive to be healthy. You won't be perfect at it, but you got to be perfect at the process. That's all I got to say, you guys. One love. Be blessed.